We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
So hello students, hope you are all well at your home. In this video, I am going to discuss a topic that is related with subject of manufacturing processes, that is of 4th sem mechanical engineering. Now the chapter is about broaching, right? So let's go further. We have already discussed about introduction of broaching and the broach tool, right? So again I will revise that same thing. What is broaching? Basically in broaching operation, what we are using is a tool that is a multi-teeth cutting tool, right? There will be a tool with a certain length, and on that tool we will be having different height of different teeth, right? We will be having a number of teeth that will be increasing a height, right? And with the help of this broach, what we can do is we will be pushing or pulling this broach on the workpiece, and because of that pushing or pulling action we will be creating a slot. So basically this broaching is largely used for generating slots or splines, or it is also used for finishing process, right? And here the dimensional accuracy is very good in broaching process. So let's move further. There are different types of broaching machines available, right? I have listed some of them, that is horizontal broaching machine, vertical broaching machine, continuous broaching machine, rotary table broaching machine, and last one is surface broaching machine. Now from these we have already discussed horizontal and vertical broaching machine, right? So let us discuss more about continuous broaching machine. So here I have shown one figure for this continuous broaching machine. You can see in the figure that there are 2 wheels. One will be driving and another will be driven, right? So the motion will be transmitted from one to another wheel. Now because of that, how that motion will be transmitted? Here we will be using one chain sprocket mechanism. The sprocket mechanism that is the same that you can see in your bicycles that you use in your day-to-day life, right? So that is same mechanism, chain sprocket mechanism. Now here what we are doing is, why is it called continuous broaching machine? Because as you can see in the figure that on this sprocket there will be number of workpiece that are fixed on the top of the sprocket. Now you can see here, as this wheel rotates, the chain will be moving in certain direction, right? So because of that movement, the workpiece that are falling on the sprocket from this hopper, what they will be going through is they will be going through a contact with a broach. This is the broach, right? So as this sprocket rotates, there will be a contact between workpiece and the broach, and because of that contact, the broach will be stationary and the workpiece will be in straight line motion, and because of that motion the machining will be carried out, right? So from one end the workpiece will be loaded on the top of the sprocket from here, and from the other end they will be going unloaded, right? So that is continuous broaching machine. Here if you want to generate or develop the workpiece in mass production, right? If you want to do the process in a large quantity, then you can use this continuous broaching machine. And here the workpiece will be identical, means you want to produce a workpiece which are similar to each other and which are in large quantity, then you can use this continuous broaching machine. The process is very simple. From one end the workpiece will be loading, and from the another end workpiece will get unloaded, and in between the broach will be doing machining. But here you need to keep in mind that the broach is stationary and the workpiece will be in motion. In horizontal and vertical broaching machine, what was the difference? There was the broach in motion and the workpiece was stationary there, right? That is the difference here. This is about continuous broaching machine, where you can use a sprocket to broach a workpiece. And here one more thing is, you will be needing a fixture to load the workpiece. The fixture will help to locate or will help to fix the workpiece in certain position, right? So that is the requirement in continuous broaching machine. Now let us move to one more broaching machine, that is a rotary table broaching machine. Here this is similar to continuous broaching machine, but what is the difference here is, here the workpieces are not loaded on a sprocket, they are loaded on the table. There is a circular table that you can see here. This table will be continuously rotating in one direction, right? So because of that, the workpieces also will be rotating, and the workpieces will be placed on the periphery of the table. And here on the top of that table, you can see that there is one broach that is fixed on the top of the table. And as this workpiece pass through that broach, they will be get machined, and the all turn by turn, all the workpieces that are loaded on the rotary table, they will get machined. And after machining get done, you can unload that workpiece and you can load new workpieces, right? Here also you can produce large amount of workpiece, or you can use a mass production, right? Here you can produce whatever kind of shape you want to, but for that you will be requiring that shape of broach also, right? So basically that is a rotary table broaching machine. Let us move further. This is a surface broaching machine. Here this is similar to horizontal or vertical broaching machine, but here basically it is used for large quantity, and it is used for generally developing a flat surface. If you want to machine a surface of a workpiece, and you want to generate a flat surface, then you can use this surface broaching machine, right? So here this machine can be horizontal or vertical based on the requirement, okay? And the workpiece will be fixed. Here you can see in the figure that workpiece is fixed and it is clamped with the help of screws, and the broach will be moving in straight direction. Here the broach is moving in vertical direction, right? So because of that movement, the surface of the workpiece will get machined and you can get a fine surface finish, right? Basically this surface broaching machine can replace a milling machine. If you do not have a milling machine, then you can do similar kind of surface finishing with the help of surface broaching machine, right? So that is the use of surface broaching machine. Then we have a keyway broaching machine. Now this keyway broaching machine is specially used for keys, right? If you want to generate keyholes, then you can use this keyway broaching machine. Now what is a key? As you all know that we are using a key and keyhole for engaging the shaft with a rotating component, right? There will be one shaft, and if you want to connect that shaft with a rotating component, then you need to make a keyhole and you need to develop a key that will be fixed inside that keyhole, and you can rotate the whole assembly, right? So for that we will be using a keyway broaching machine. Here if you want to generate multiple keyholes, then what you can do is you can use a indexing mechanism. Now what is the indexing mechanism? For example, this is a table, and if you are generating a keyhole on one workpiece, after that what you can do is you can rotate this wheel with certain amount of degrees, and after rotating certain degrees you can broach all the components, right? So a single broach can be used with the workpiece and multiple keyways can be generated on the workpiece, right? That is a keyway broaching. Let's move further. What are the advantages of broaching? This I have already discussed, but let us go through it again. That tool has a longer life compared to other tools in other machining processes, right? And it can perform roughing and finishing operations, and the skill is not required because It is a very simple process. There is no rocket science in this process, right? The broch will be moving in straight direction from the on the surface of the workpiece, and the machining is done, right? So here no skills is required, and the component can be used. Those are interchangeable. That will be increasing the production rate, right? So those are the advantage of broaching. There are some disadvantages also. Those are, in broaching machine you will be needing a fixture, because to position a workpiece you will be needing a fixture. Without a fixture you cannot perform this process very in a good way, right? Then if after a certain amount of time the broach gets the teeth, you need to sharpen those teeth after a certain amount of usage, right? That is sometimes expensive. Then with the help of broaching you cannot produce any blind holes, right? Blind hole you cannot produce with the help of broach. That is one more disadvantage. And sometimes the initial cost is very high. So based on your application, based on your requirement, you can utilize the broaching machine, right? Every machine has its own advantage and disadvantage. Let us move further. The application that I already discussed, that in this broaching machine can be used for generating bearing caps, bearing bodies, generating slots in cylinder blocks or in connecting rods, or generating keyways in shafts, right? So those are some application of broaching machine. So thank you for listening. This was all about broaching, right, and broaching machine. Thank you.